Hello, hello everybody. Well, we're back again. So the hula video is up, and then I figured, well, let's try a Tahitian one. Just again, very basic. Everything just for a beginning lesson, okay? So we did hula before with, if you remember, we started with a very basic ka'o, just the sway back and forth. All right, there's Lola. So she wants it in on the video. And for Tahitian, we have something that is similar. So, but your step or your hip movement, your knees are bent again, will be 1, 2, 1, 2, tick, tock, tick, tock, tick, tock. So see how my knees have to go back and forth, right? All right, so when you're doing that, that's one of the very, very basics. When you're doing that, your arms will be out. So in Tahitian, you don't have to have them stiff out, a little bit slightly bent, but you don't want them here. You know, you don't want to be doing this, right? And you don't want to be doing this. And you don't want to be doing this. Because this is like almost holding your hips or stopping them. So we're going to have our arms out, knees are bent, and you're going right, left, push, 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 push. Like if you're hitting something from one side to the other, all right? So just one hit to start. Boom, 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 boom. All right? Then we have one that has 2 hits, okay? So you have tamau o tamu, all right? So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, and 2. So it's like you have a big one and a little follow-up. A bigger one, little follow-up. Boom, 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 boom. Again, arms will be out when you're doing that. All right, we're going to do like a whole little exercise with a song. And again, I'll show the CD. And we'll make the announcement about that. And hopefully nothing will go wrong with that. All right, so what we're going to do is just start again. It's just very, very basic stuff right now. I'm not trying to give you anything that's too crazy. So arms out, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Then 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now what I'm going to tell you what I'm doing is my legs are together. You don't want to be here and going like this, right? Because that doesn't look right. Legs together, body in alignment, right? Back straight. That's going to be important. And you will bend your knees, because if you try to do it with your knees not bent, you can't go anywhere. And remember, you're moving from the waist down. So you don't want the top half to be moving around while the bottom half is going. So you don't want to be making it like that, okay? Because little kids will do that. Yay, look at me, I'm doing Tahitian. No, you're not, you're just wiggling. So you're going to have your knees bent, top half still, and working only from the waist down. Kind of like in our belly dancing videos, if you notice, same thing. So your back has to be straight, so no leaning over either. So check those things when you're doing it. A lot of times I'll tell people that have an issue of holding this still. If you want to go in a doorway, I know this sounds a little goofy, but it works. You go in a doorway and you can put your hands on the frame and kind of hold your top half still. Then you're going to move your bottom. I am not picking up my heels. So my knees are bent and I'm just going from side to side. My feet are flat on the floor. So I'm not popping my knees. Look like I'm running, right? So you do not want that. So feet are flat on the floor. One more time. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Then the 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Big and little, big and little, big and little, big and little. You can think of it that way. Don't move your head either. I'm just being silly. All right, so you have Otamu, or sorry, Tamau, said that backwards, I apologize, and Otamu, right? Now we're going to have a fata. What a fata is, it's a box, okay? Like when you do your exercises and you do 1, 2, 3, and 4, 1, 2. Remember that exercise? 4. Okay. Do you want to bounce around that much? No, you don't. So your knees are bent again. 1, 2, 3, 4. See the difference? This doesn't move. So I'm not doing 1, 2, 3, 4 and pushing this way forward. You're not trying to do that either. So again, pretend like you're going to sit down in a chair. Your knees are bent. Feet are flat on the floor again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, back, left, front. When I go front, I do tilt my pelvis, but I'm not pushing way out. So don't do that because it just will look weird, okay? Some people do move their heels with that step, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I've seen it done that way, fine. But I like to teach it with the heels down. And that's old school, first of all. Secondly, I will do that because if I don't, I get people going 1, 2, 3, 4. They look again like they're running in place. So you want this nice and clean. So you're going to have 1, push it back, 2, 3, 4. And notice this top half does not move. Right, back, left, front, right, back, left, and front. That's the best way for me to go. Somebody else might like to go left, back, right, front, left, back, right, front. And I get it. You should by rights be able to do both ways. But there's going to be a side that works better for you, okay? Because you are not in competition and because you are not in line with 20 other girls or even 10 and everybody's, got to do the exact same thing, pick your side, right? So you're going to have, remember, 1, 1, 1, 1. That's the first thing. Second one, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then we set a fata. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now we're going to take a step that is very similar to belly dancing. Okay. Similar, but not the same. So in belly dancing, you pick your hip up and then bring it back. And then the next one up and bring it back to make a figure 8. This one, you're not going to pick yourself up. Your heels again, both on the floor. And what you're going to do is push this one back. This one comes forward. So it is a figure 8. And the knees do have to pass each other, okay? But you are not picking up your heels or picking up your hip. So it's an even figure 8, all right? Or like an infinity pattern, if you want to think of it that way. That's a little harder to do. So you may find yourself twisting a little on the top with that and trying to get it to go, and then you're putting that in there. Don't put all of this in here because it's not necessary. Again, the top stays still. Knees are bent. My heels remain on the floor. Push back. Then push that one back. See how my knee has to bend, though? I have to make my knees switch that way in order to get it to work. If you don't do that, it's not going to work. I'm backing up a little, so hopefully you see more of my legs. Back, and push back, and push back. All right? And again, I'm going through these. Boom, 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 boom. We'll put it all together in the end. Okay? So now the thing that most people know about Tahitian is it goes fast. When people ask me, well, what is that? What is Polynesian dance? What is Tahitian dance? And they're, not sure what's going on. So bend your knees. Most people will recognize it, for going around like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2. Okay, now we want to go Faster, yes, but at first you're not going to be able to. So you're going to bend your knees again, no wider than your body. You don't want to be out here and going, wow. You know, you're not, no. So no further than shoulder width apart. You're not that big. Here you go. All right. And knees are bent. Again, my heels are on the floor. So my feet are just flat on the floor. The only thing I'm doing is changing which knee goes forward. Boom. And keeping my top still. So make a big circle around. Make another big circle around. And you're going to go circle, 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 and circle. Okay? When you want that faster, those circles get a little smaller. Anything that's slow can be bigger in movement. Anything that's fast has to be smaller because you have to cover less ground to keep the speed up, if that makes sense. So you're not going to go wee, like really fast. It's not going to work. If you have your knees bent and you're doing little ones, you have less ground to cover and you're going to move quicker. Okay? And all you can do is try. So do not, oh, and that's whārapu, okay? And if you're doing it, there's another word for it in hula, and I just went blank, sorry guys. So, but let's go over them. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, then double. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Then our little box, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we have the figure 8. Varu, here, 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 here. And try not to move this. This is the tricky part, I know. And then you have your whārapu. Okay? Now, with this, you'll see the girls sometimes walk with it, which you can do, okay? You can walk forward with this one too. 1 step, every time you step, you take a hit, 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 and then back. So you don't always stay in your spot, just like with hula. I didn't have you guys move forward with this, your kahola, but you can, okay? So I'm leaving that for the next time around because I want to get through, what did I say? Basics, okay? So with this basic step right now, you're going to stay in your spot, okay? Just like when we used to have audience participation and people would come up and the women would all come up and dance, and sometimes the guys too, but the women would get up there and I didn't want them to go very far, you know, crash into one another, you know, whatever. So I figure just stay in your little box, just stay in your little spot. And just get the basics. So arms out though, and your arms are going to get tired after a while because if you're doing this for 3 to 5 minutes, right, you're going to say, oh my gosh, my arms, right? That's okay. You know, all of this and this. Now, are there things to do with your hands as you're dancing? Yeah, there always is. But right now, like there's times we'll go boom, 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 boom. See how I'm moving one side and then the other side too. Step together, little steps. That's another one you can do and it's kind of fun to do. Your hips are going 1, 2, 3. It's almost like we went step together, step, touch, step together, step. But now we're going fast. Boom, 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 boom. Chase your foot. Your one foot chases the other. Okay? I might throw that in there just for fun. But right now I want you to get the basics. Okay? I'm not putting a song together. We're not doing a whole big song here. I'm using this for you as an exercise and also to learn the basic steps. Now after a while, yes, you can put a song. Not right now, okay? So just take this one step at a time. There's definitely Tahitian workout videos on YouTube. Just be careful which ones you choose. There's some that are really good, and there's some that are like, what the heck are they doing? You know, so you got to be careful. And I want everything done nice and clean. And so I don't want any, you know, wide stances and, you know, something like you should have a pole in front of you, you know what I'm saying? So let's just keep it nice and crisp and clean. I'm going to show you the CD that this is coming off of. I don't remember what I did with the cover of it. Anyway, this is the video that we're using. Can you see that? Drum beats. I know we got a light there. But it says drum beats, and it says of the Pacific. And that's what we're using. Hopefully you can see that pretty good. That's what we're using. And I am going to go ahead and take song number 4. And the reason why I'm taking, oh, you can't see my face, huh? The reason why I am taking song number 4, let me back up a wee bit. The reason why I'm going to take song number 4 is so that it's not quite as fast. There are faster songs on there. Yes, there are. But let's not go crazy. This is going to be fast enough. You're going to find that out as we go. Okay? And we're not trying to make this video an hour long. What we're going to do is, like I said, basics and then move from there. The ending pose, by the way, if you notice when I talk to you, one leg is usually out and I'm standing in this position. Because when we're on stage and we're waiting for somebody to, we usually will do that. And whether it's that leg forward or that, it's usually the right leg forward. Okay? And, you know, that's kind of how you're waiting while somebody else is dancing in front of you. Because you just don't stand there like, are they going to get done? You know, so you have that nice pose. All right, the Tahitian ending, kind of like how this went this way. Excuse me, the Tahitian ending is step and here. So one hand's here, my palm is to the floor. The other one, my palm is actually facing up, but my arm is up. Okay? So we can go boom at the end, okay? So that gives you a little way to end so that it's a nice clean finish. So after you've done all your stuff and, you know, and the end, right? Okay. Let me go ahead and cue this up and then we'll try it together. And that will give you something to work on. Again, like I said, this is the first one. We're getting basics down. Not trying to jump into a ton of stuff right now. All right, so let me cue this up. Being that I took it out of there, we have to get to song 4, like I said. 4. Okay, there we go. All right, what you're going to listen for, hear that big drum underneath that goes like that? 1, 2, 3, 4, boom, 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 boom. Follow that lowest beat. So just one hit. Now 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2. 1, So with that ending, I just want to make it different. So with that ending, all I did was turn sideways and step together, and then go the other way, and then back, step, 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 pow. Okay? So the end. So that is just to make it different. Okay? We didn't do a lot of this time. I just kind of snuck it in at the end. Stuck it in at the end, snuck it in, whatever's the best word. But that's just so you can play with it, okay? You want to get everything clean. So definitely watch what I'm doing. Definitely look in a mirror. You want your back always straight. So you do not want to be butt out, which is what I've seen. So, you know, when his back is kind of like, got this curve in it, butt out. Top half going one way, butt going the other way, like that, you know. And then you're going, oh, look at me. Yeah, look at you, yeah. So, make sure it's nice and straight and down, okay? So it's nice and clean. That's what it looks like from the side. And the only reason why I'm showing you the back is not so you can watch my booty, but so that you can see how it actually sways. So, and some people will say, well, I don't have a big enough tush to do. Yes, you do. Here. So don't give me that excuse. Or if you're going this way, just so you can kind of see how everything's in alignment and in front. Okay? Now when you walk with this, boom, boom, step in. Every time you step, you throw your hip out, okay? Not literally throw your hip out for the doctor, but, you know, put your hip here, 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 just like you were doing in your spot. Step and hit, step, hit, step, hit, step, hit, and little steps. Because if you're trying to take a big step, boing, this is what you're going to get, and it's going to look weird. Okay, it looks more like you're auditioning for Frankenstein. So, again, small steps. I always say, if you're going to go faster, small steps, guys, okay? All right, so when you're walking forward or you're stepping back, it doesn't matter. But little steps, and my feet always are flat. So there's nothing on your toes here at this point. Now, when I do my varu, my figure eight, and my hand, what I'm doing is my knuckles, I'm making a fist, pow, pow, pow. My knuckles face each other, elbows up. None of this. You don't want to be like here. What is this? Like, oh, please, you know. So out, nice position, okay? And then what I started to do, I was do a slight level. If you go down lower, okay, just go to where you're comfortable and then pop back up again. Just try it a little tiny bit. When you get lower, then your heels will have to come up off the floor, okay? You would have to because you have nowhere to go with it, okay? And then your heels will come off. But don't worry about that yet, okay? We're going to do one more, okay? And I'm going to try a little tiny faster one for you guys. And we're just going to go, I don't know if it'll be the same length or slightly longer. Usually when a song comes to an end in a Tahitian song, you'll hear one of the guys that is playing go, hey! Hey means you've either got 8 to 16 beats usually to finish. So that means, hey, we're going to change. Like, hey, we're going to change, you know. So, hey! And that gives you that clue that, oh, we're coming to the end to go, boom, right? Okay, this is not the only pose. There's other ones, but for now, that's the easiest one for you, okay? So let's go ahead and do one more. And we'll do kind of a quick one so that you get used to it. And then from there, we will finish out, okay? So let's go ahead and work on, I have one in here that I had in mind earlier. I think it was this one. I mean, double check, check, check. I always tell the kids, double check. Okay, you're not going to play. Apparently it doesn't go backwards, it only goes forwards. All right, guys. you know, what can I say? I'm still here. Okay. I'm just trying to get your song cued in. I think it was this one I was thinking of. Let me double check. Yep. Okay, right? Right now, I'm just going to start out. Don't have to go too super fast, right? Interesting, okay? So when we do freestyle, which is what we used to do a lot of times at a party, we had our set routines, and then we had freestyle. And what that meant was each girl got to do their own little thing. You had so many minutes on that CD, of course, to do it. And then whether that be, you know, forward and back and just step around. These are tiny steps when I go around. Or whether, you know, somebody just wanted to do, you know, spinning around. It depended on what the girl liked, okay? But that was our freestyle. People used to enjoy it. A lot of times I'd call the name of each girl. And that way they had their little moment of fame, if you will. And that's, you know, it's just kind of a way to play with it and have fun, because Tahitian is a fun, lively, upbeat, you know. There is more to it than what we just did. You know, I mean, there's all kinds of things, like where you have the hip drop, which is really pretty, you know, this way, right? So there are different, and then you could switch, but it's a, you know, hip drop, which you have to know how to do, because otherwise that'll look like you're, hey, you know, we're not trying to get on a boat. So there's different little techniques there. And there's ways to, you know, put this into a song. But right now I'm just teaching you the basics. So we did a little bit slower, we did a little bit faster. I do have the cover of that CD, which I actually set around the side on my table. So running forward to you. There, the glare, there it is. So that's what we're using. And again, you know, because I'm an instructor in both hula, Tahitian, belly dance, Zumba, guitar, piano, voice, and ukulele. I'm an instructor, so I'm not trying to sell you anything. You know, we're not making any money off of any of this. Please don't get any ideas. You know, but this is what we're using. That's the outside cover, and I've already shown you the CD itself. So start just to have fun with it. You know, if all you get the first time around is one, hey, I got this. Oh, look, I can look cute on my, oh, look at me. Okay, look at me. And then you start with the 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And you start to, you know, get that more. It's helping your waist for one thing. It's helping your weight. You know, you're exercising. You're getting off that couch or that chair. And you're moving around. Okay? So whatever it is you take from it, at least you have something now to take from it. So start with that. And then later on, you can go to something else. Okay? But we have our basic hula. We have our basic Tahitian. Okay? Please do not hesitate if you have any questions. For those of you that know me, some of you even have my phone number. But for those of you who know me, Loke's Looks, L-O-O-K. Oh, sorry. What am I doing? Erase that. L-O-K-E-S and then L-O-O-K-S. I was going backwards there. L-O-K-E-S, L-O-O-K-S @gmail.com. I also have another YouTube channel that is Loke's Looks. So that's somewhere up here on YouTube. But right now, this is on Saunders Studio 1, which is where you are. And hopefully this helps you. I know, like I said, I am absolutely sweating to death here. It is warmer in Texas, of course, this time of year. So, and you will be sweating too. If you're doing this for any length of time, right? And, you know, you can sometimes put your hands behind. Just, I mean, don't get too crazy with your hands. I don't want, you know, crazy. You know, we're not doing jazz hands. So everything, your fingers are together. Your arms, you do one up. Please remember this, because this does not fly. This just looks like the flail had a brain. What was it? The scarecrow. Yeah. So that's what it kind of looks like. So get it out there. All right. It gives your whole body a better posture and a nicer look. This can be, you know, cute for a while, but after a while this gets old real quick. So let's stick more to this, okay? So you can play with it, look in the mirror, enjoy, okay? Go ahead. You can look on Pandora. Remember good old Pandora? I still have Pandora on my phone. You can go to Tevaka, which is T-E-V-A-K-A, Tevaka. Tevaka, that particular channel, I've got my own channel, you know, Tevaka. And Tevaka will give different songs in there. And every so often, there's some singing ones and there's some hula ones, yes. But the hula ones, you can do the hula too, you know, right? And then every so often you'll come up with a bunch of drum beats in there. They've got some really amazing stuff. So Tevaka is really good. You can look them up. You can go on YouTube and look. Everybody can go on YouTube. You know, I'm not the only channel. And then you can find that there. Okay? So I'm just giving you ideas and ways to start. And this will get you in shape, get you up and moving, right? You'll notice that your stamina increases, your strength in your body increases, your posture gets a little bit better, and you're going to start to notice your body gets a little more shapely. Okay? So you'll get there one step at a time. All right, so that's all for now. And so I'm going to tell you, like I always do, aloha nui loa. Love you very much. Mahalo nui loa. Thank you very much for joining me. I'm going to walk forward and hit that button. So when you see me coming forward, don't jump. It's, you know, it's okay. But that's what I'm going to do to close us out today. Listen, everybody, please stay safe, stay blessed, enjoy dancing. Go to some of the other videos on here if you would like, because there's Zumba on here, there's belly dance on here, there's even stuff, you know, just little basic lessons on weightlifting, you know, how you can get started in that. And now we have hula and Tahitian. So there's an ukulele one, so there's 2 ukulele ones on there too as well if you want to learn some ukulele stuff. And I haven't gotten to the voice and the guitar and the piano yet, but hey, we got to start. All right, I even got a couple up there about plant-based diet and like how to kind of change things around if you would like to do that. And my secret power, I will tell you another time. we'll go more in depth on that. But there is like a wonderful product that I have and sell, and it's great, and it's making me feel better. And people keep telling me, well, you're 60, but you don't look 60. So, hey, for those of you that said that, thank you so much. All right, so I will see you guys again in the next video. Enjoy, have fun, stay blessed, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now. I'm going to go push a button. Don't get scared. I'm coming towards you. Okay. Bye for now, guys.